You were busy all day, you barely stopped, but when you lie down at night, you cannot name a single thing you actually finished. That feeling is not laziness. It is not a lack of effort. You genuinely moved through the entire day doing things, responding, clicking, switching, checking, starting, but somehow the day disappeared and the important work stayed exactly where it was. There is a psychological reason this keeps happening, and it has nothing to do with how hard you try. It has everything to do with how your brain processes the feeling of being busy. If this sounds like your daily life, subscribe. Every week, one honest video about how your mind actually works. Point number one, busyness feels like progress, but it is not the same thing. Your brain releases a small amount of dopamine every time you complete a task, any task, replying to a message, clearing a notification, organizing your files. These tiny completions feel productive because to your brain, they register as wins, so you keep chasing them, not because they matter most, but because they feel satisfying in the moment. Meanwhile, the harder, more meaningful work sits untouched. It does not give you that quick reward, so your brain quietly steers you away from it without you even noticing. Point number two, you are confusing motion with direction. There is a difference between being in motion and actually moving forward. Motion means activity. Direction means progress towards something specific. When you spend your day in motion, answering emails, scrolling for research, attending to small requests, you feel like you're working, and technically, you are. But none of it is moving you closer to what actually matters. At the end of the day, your body is tired, your mind feels used, and yet nothing important got done. This is the trap. Constant motion gives you the feeling of direction without any of the results. Point number three, your brain avoids hard tasks on purpose. The important work is almost always the uncomfortable work. It requires real thinking, real decisions, real risk of failure, and your brain is wired to protect you from discomfort. So when you sit down to do something difficult, your brain subtly pushes you toward easier alternatives. Suddenly, you remember an email you should send. Suddenly, your desk needs tidying. Suddenly, you need water. This is not distraction. This is your brain actively selecting comfort over challenge. The busy feeling is real, but it is a carefully constructed escape from the one thing that would actually move your life forward. Point number four, the more options you have, the less you do. Modern life gives you an endless list of things you could be doing at any moment, and that overload quietly paralyzes you. When everything feels slightly urgent, nothing feels truly urgent. So instead of choosing one important thing and starting, you float between many small things and finish none of them. Psychologists call this cognitive overload. Your decision-making system gets overwhelmed and defaults to low-effort, low-risk tasks. The busier your environment feels, the harder it becomes to do anything that genuinely counts. The hardest truth is this: at the end of your life, no one will ask how busy you were. They will ask what you built, what you finished, what you move forward. Busyness is easy. It is available all day, every day, in unlimited supply. But meaningful work is rare because it requires you to choose it on purpose, even when everything else is pulling you away. The day you stop measuring yourself by how busy you felt and start measuring by what you actually completed, everything changes. If this helped you see your day a little differently, consider subscribing. Every week, one simple video that shows you exactly how your mind works and why you do what you do.